So if you want to create, you have a large project like this and you want to create a series of sheets in a grid pattern, then you would use the sheet set, which is the plan grid. So if we were to go to create sheet set here, you'll see that your sheet set type would be plan grid, and it's going to use what's called a Dynaview boundary collection. So the first thing we would do is create the Dynaview boundary collection. So to do that, on the drafting tab, you're going to see the Dynaview collection. We're going to give it a name. We'll just call it overall, or site airport. Just give it a name. The width is defined on the paper is going to be basically the width of the paper. You can put the scale. So let's say that we want to plot and blow this up to a 500 scale. You then determine how many columns and rows you need. You can also determine and set the overlap in the X and Y direction, as well as a layer. So again, we'll use our Dynaview sheet layer. And then you set your location. So you can see here that if I've got 2 rows, 2 columns, it's going to create 4 sheets. So this gives me an idea of what size that sheet's going to cover. So if I was to come up and maybe change my scale to a different scale, you'll see here that that actually makes it smaller. And if I go to maybe 1,000, in this case I am working in a metric unit, you can see here that maybe that's the size that I want to plot. Now I can sit here and I can determine that maybe I need 5 columns and 3 rows, and I can come over here and I can see that that will encompass my site. So what I can do now is put my location for where I want the origin to be, and then I can come in here and I can rotate this and I can set the angle that I want for that Dynaview collection. Now that is a collection, so if you were to pick on one of the frames, you can go to the properties. So go to properties here, and in the properties you can look at the layer, the name, so on and so forth. But if you right click and select edit Dynaview collection, that'll let you come in and change where you can add an additional row, as well as change the location of the origin. So I can drop that in there. So that would create that Dynaview collection, and now we can add that to a plan grid sheet set.